Hola amigos. Today I want to introduce to you el condicional. Does our little spud guy look like he's looking off to the side and not at what we're actually doing? Hold on. There, that's better. So we use el condicional to talk about what could happen, what might have happened, or what we wish would happen. Now, el condicional is a lot like el futuro. They're used in similar cases, but they have very different meanings. It's comparing apples and oranges. Yes, they're both fruit, but they're very different. Both tenses form in a similar fashion, and they share the same irregulars. So you guys have been working really hard to memorize the future irregulars, and that's going to pay off with the conditional as well. So a quick recap on the el futuro. ¿Qué es el futuro? The el futuro is what we use when we talk about what will happen in the future. We will be leaving tonight. They will come with us, or they are going to come with us. We will eat on the way. El condicional is the conditional, meaning it's what the future would be if conditions were different. If the past were different, what would have happened? For example, if I weren't working, we would leave tonight. But I am working, so we're not leaving tonight. If I had my way, they would come with us. But I'm not going to have my way. Where would we eat on the way? That's just speculation. We don't even know if that's going to occur. And this is what we use the conditional to do. So how do we form them? Well, just like we did in the past. All verbs, whether they end in AR, ER, or IR, are going to have the same set of endings. We add that ending directly onto the infinitive. And there are some verbs that have irregular infinitives. For example, I have here yo form of llevar. In the future, you guys knew it as llevaré, I will wear. Well, now we just have a new ending, llevaría, I would wear. You might recall the future tense endings of being a, as, a, amos, and on. So if I had comer, for example, I'd have comeré, comerás, comerá, comeremos, comerán. So all we have to do is memorize a new set of conditional tense endings. And all of these endings are ia based. You might think, wow, those look exactly like the imperfect tense in the past. Guess what? They're the same as the ER, IR imperfect and in the past. The only difference is these get added on to the infinitive. So if I had comer again, I'd have comería, I would eat. Comerías, comería, comeríamos, comerían. Now, we do have some irregular stems. They're the same irregular stems that the future tense had. There's 10 of them that we need to remember. Now, the first 4 on this list, we take the infinitive and we just drop the E from the standard ER ending. So haber becomes just HABR. And we would say habría, there would be. Podría, I would be able to. Querría, I would want. And sabría, I would know. The second 4, the E in or I, because there's ERs and IRs, changes to a D. So we have pondría, saldría, tendría, vendría. And then the last 2, decir and hacer, these are just oddball ones and need to be memorized. But these are the same irregulars that we had been using with the future. So most of us have a lot of these down, if not all of them. So let's see what this looks like. Practiquemos. Let's practice. So the instruction says, con más tiempo libre, Gabriela y sus amigos harían muchas cosas. Di lo que harían. With more time, Gabriela and her friends would do many things. What would they do? Say what they would do. For example, Gabriela en descansar tranquila en casa. Gabriela descansaría tranquila en casa. So Gabriela would rest calmly at home if she had more time, but she doesn't. Gabriela y Pablo poder ir a visitar museos. Gabriela y Pablo podrían, this is one of our irregular stems, ir a visitar museos. Gabriela and Pablo could go visit museums. Tú, dormir una siesta. So you and sleep a nap. I like how they structure that. Tú dormirías una siesta. Yo salir a más espectáculos. Yo saldría a más espectáculos. I would go out to more shows. And Gabriela y yo escuchar a los músicos callejeros. Gabriela y yo escucharíamos a los músicos callejeros. Gabriela and I would listen to the street musicians. So let's do 5 more. This time I'm going to give a little pause, give you time to think, and then we're going to do it. So, number 1. Pablo y yo saldríamos al cine. Pablo and I would go out to the movies. Pablo, number 2. Sorry. Pablo visitaría a su abuela. Pablo would visit his grandma. You should do that anyway, Pablo. Number 3. Yo te llevaría a conocer la ciudad. Don't let the te mess you up. Yo is our subject. I would take you out to see the city. Number 4. ¿Por cuáles lugares caminarían Gabriela y Pablo? This is a question, so the subject actually comes after our verb. Gabriela y Pablo caminarían. They would walk. Through what places would they walk? And our last one, number 5. ¿A qué juegos jugarías tú? What games would you play? So, en resumen, el condicional is just like el futuro in structure. We add our endings, ia, ias, ia, iamos, and ian, directly onto the infinitive. And we use it to talk about what would happen. We also need to remember our list of irregulars here. So this is, in essence, the end of the conditional tense. Regulars, irregulars, and everything. You now know everything. So let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, happy studying, Spuds.